Welcome to your Research Business Daily Report, sponsored today and this week by Socratic Technologies. About a month since the presidential election took place, it's clear in its aftermath that research played a very prominent role, and that big data implementers can learn a lot from the mechanics that went into putting President Obama back in office. Micro-targeting and polling get our attention today. Micro-targeting, of course, was credited with winning all but one swing state for the president. Bad polling led to decided shock on Team Romney. Obama campaign director Jim Messina had a dashboard that tracked metrics and modeled the most effective fundraising appeals. In the end, $700 million was collected online. That was $200 million more than in 2008. According to Cheryl Patek on Forbes.com, the Obama camp mined an integrated data mart that included pollsters, fundraisers, field workers, consumer databases, social media, and mobile contacts, plus party files from key swing states. The campaign studied voter behavior and analytic models that predicted election results on a specific target, precinct by precinct. Some great examples of the actionability of this information: maps for field workers with walking directions to the homes of best-case voters. Obama supporters who used the campaign's Facebook app received emails with names and profile photos of friends in swing states. Personal emails then were urging supporters to vote for the president. And the president's analytics team calculated 4 individual points of persuadability for every registered voter in every battleground state. These included likelihood of supporting Obama, of individuals showing up to the polls, and of how likely a voter would respond to reminders to vote. And then there was the elusive fourth element, and it came with voters not seen as strong Obama supporters. How likely was it that a conversation with them about a particular issue could persuade to change their minds? The campaign learned that undecideds were not necessarily persuadable, but those that were persuaded would remain so for only 3 weeks. Time magazine reported the Obama campaign ran the election 66,000 times every night to maintain an up-to-date review of its chances of winning key states. Resources were then appropriately allocated and reallocated. On to the polls. It's well documented by now that many pollsters underestimated the number of under 30 and non-white voters. Pollster.com editor Mark Blumenthal told the National Press Club that automated pollsters were too pessimistic about the president's support. Jim Messina observed, quote, "Most of the public polls were completely ridiculous, and noticeably so." And one anonymous Democratic strategist admitted, quote, "a lot of concern," end of quote, about the impact of widespread bad polling on voter expectations about the election results. As all of this took place, the Romney campaign's private polling by Neil Newhouse was, to be kind, askew. 2 days before the election, the Romney folks showed their candidate ahead in Colorado and New Hampshire and tied in Iowa. They lost all 3 of those states outside the margin of error. Newhouse also believed North Carolina, Florida, and Virginia were in the bag. Romney lost all 3. And the campaign also believed it would decisively capture undecided voters, and Obama actually won 80% of them. New Republic reporter Noam Scheiber reviewed Newhouse's polling for several key battleground states, and he came away convinced of too much emphasis on individuals most intensely interested in the result of the election. These people were strongly pro-Romney, but on Election Day, they represented a far smaller share of those who voted than the Romney people anticipated. That's your Research Business Daily Report, sponsored by Socratic Technologies. Have a great research day and join us again tomorrow.